I said it for you.
Oh,
It would have been redundant.
Right. Let's get you
what's up, mate? Where's Tammy?
She was leading.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But she wasn't on there.
Oh, shoot.
Marcel, who's your barber?
Okay.
I want to know what happens from Thursday. Today, Friday.
Would you be quiet?
Your line gone. Now, before you got here, we was talking about how
I-
from Thursday, no, not Jarrell. Jarrell said that's that man business. I said it. I absolutely said, what did you do to get rid of your line?
First of all, Tammy got some nerve. Second of all,
I don't have a line.
everybody know that your haircut is the freshest the first day.
No.
That's facts. You've never been a man to get lines. So
I used to
I
be
wouldn't
a-
expect you. I wouldn't expect you to. But everybody know, right, Jarrell? That first line and day.
I was born a girl, then I had to be a man. Now I'm back to being a
Hey, it's
girl.
2024. It could be anything.
That's why you gotta get all your pictures in on that
Come on,
first
I
day.
got some nerve. My hair's fresh to death.
This show do. Now when it's not, I don't say nothing.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes, you
don't.
do. You be like, what's
That's
up?
how
Why
you came here to my hair been flipping up. I pulled it up.
I do.
But I didn't say
said
it.
I
Right.
said it. I'm going to beat you to the
Shall a man examine himself? That's what the Bible tells us.
Examine his line.
Look, that's why I get all my pictures in on Thursday.
I knew it was the reason.
In the event, I say Thursday is the day. I made sure I went out last night. Went to dinner with my cousin
Thursday
because
is
it's
the
fresh
worst
line.
day.
Now I could sponge it a little earlier.
Back was like, no, I gotta record this commercial today. I just got my line.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I said, Adam, where's my soul? He's recording and taking pictures.
I gotta
Go
get
ahead,
all.
talk to me,
I
talk
gotta
to me,
get
go
it
ahead.
all while it's good. What's up, Akima?
Do you have an extra phone you can use? Can you text Tanya and ask her if she call in and give her testimony?
Tanya.
Inglewood Tanya.
Okay, I know Tanya.
You do? She know you too.
My phone been tweaking.
Mine
You want me to
too.
touch her?
It
phone
won't
been-
find no names or
It's
nothing.
crazy. What I don't know what's
Want
going
me-
on, y'all, with
want
the
me-
phone.
want me-
Yes, please.
Tanya,
I got it.
because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Tanyas.
That's not even how you spell it.
I know. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the O. So I'm. Would you back up on the text, Tanya? Telling me how to spell people's name. Her name got an IA in it. Okay. What's up, Christy Love? No, I think I gave her an A.
TA. That's how I had spelled it before too.
No, that ain't coming up
I
either.
look like a mean old lion today.
Mean old lion.
Yeah, in the whiz. Cause I'm a mean old lion.
What email, Zoe?
You like Free Game Friday? I said that was the name of the show today.
Can you give me the thing for to announce the team? I mean the Premium Mom.
Oh yeah. PDF I can
Construction and remodeling has got you covered.
should be from
home rehab, expert flood restoration, and vibrant painting services. There's a local
In the raw, right?
house that's a dream home.
No, I said it a minute ago actually.
Quality, serving our Chicago community with
No, like
respect and
10 minutes ago. We'll be right back.
What's on it?
It's a
We got 10 seconds.
Or you can pull it up on your phone.
Okay.
I prefer to pull it up. So I can. Lady A.
Your partners in building perfection.
We're in the raw. It's Amerifair on the Brunch Bunch.
You know, most major cities literally take a look and keep track of the stats that have to do with crime and mainly murders, right? And so when you have an increase or even a decrease in murders, everyone, particularly lawmakers and some community members, start to resonate with it. Well, when it hits your block, it's a whole different thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want you all, the next time you see Governor Pritzker, ask him how he feels about a Chicagoan that was carjacked just outside of Pritzker's Chicago mansion And I know that he feels, first of all, I'm a Pritzker fan, right? Because he is a friend of childcare. But I also think that he's doing a very good job as governor. But when people have issues in that come home on your block, it sure does. I said, sure does have a whole different light, right?
Yes.
So carjacking took place near Governor J.B. Pritzker's Gold Coast mansion in Chicago, with 2 suspects fleeing after they couldn't drive a stick shift. Now, criminals, let me just put you on notice. When you decide to go and steal a car, scope it out first. Don't go and get a luxury car where the push button is on the left and you looking for it on the right, and you think you getting ready to go somewhere. Guess where? You are going somewhere, to jail. And then they carjacked another driver, leading to a rare Chicago carjacking arrest. Well, Chicago carjackings and motor vehicle thefts have exploded since 2019, and apparently getting so bad the governor's wealthy enclave is even being targeted. Across the city, carjackings are down from a year ago, but still twice pre-pandemic numbers, and arrests rarely happen. So of the 1,307 Chicago carjackings in 2023, only 79 arrests were made, which means a whopping 1,200 and some got away with this carjacking. So the 2 men in custody were apprehended after a second carjacking on the Gold Coast when they were pursued by the city's vehicular hijacking task force. But you didn't even know Chicago had a vehicular hijacking task force. Now that's hijacking. You typically think about hijacking in planes, right? But these carjackings are now hijackings. With support from the Illinois State Police and the federal law enforcement, they were able to make an arrest. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson released his public safety plan in December. The People's Plan for Community Safety calls for curbing crime through outreach and intervention, with the highest promise that youth and adults will become safe. Well, the plan doesn't specify how highest promise individual will be identified or how they will be saved from the life of crime. Well, addressing the rising crime in Chicago starts with reducing the police officer shortage, providing adequate resources for judges, determining whether to release or hold people ahead of trial, and ensuring witness protection so police are able to obtain vital information without putting the witnesses in danger. So it continues with the city's reform and repair a failing school system through school choice and education diversity, as well as fostering job growth by getting city crime taxation and regulation under control. Now, I definitely resonate with getting that taxation under control, because as I shared with you all, I've noticed that when we paid our taxes last in December, a significant increase. Well, counseling high promise youth to eschew carjacking might be a longer, tougher route that leaves even Illinois governor uneasy whenever he leaves home. I bet you he ain't going to that house.
He ain't uneasy.
He
He got Secret Service. He ain't thinking about nobody carjacking him. He always got a security detail with him. Now, it may make his neighbors uneasy because
what?
Y'all threw me off. I'm all in y'all business. Look, you was drunk 2 days ago. That's my turn. No, listen. I would hope, unfortunately, let me say this. I do know what I want to say. Unfortunately, this had to happen on the governor's block, and watch things change. They're going to crack down on that. It's been happening on Joe Block, Susie Block, Mary, Bonquisha, on O Block, and ain't nobody going to change. One changing really nothing. But now that it has hit Governor Pritzker's block, watch and see.
It's going to hit. Let me tell you what's going to change. Governor Pritzker's mansion is going to be more secure than anything, and the rest of y'all got to fend for yourselves.
Well, I'm glad he didn't have those toilets on the line for them to take like he did.
You always bring up old stuff. You know, knowing the kind of governor that he has been leads me to predict the kind of governor he's going to be in this situation. And a lot of times, we have always said this, that when people don't do anything about it, it's because they actually haven't been made aware of it. Now, I know he's aware of it, but now he's acutely aware of it. So watch things change and change for the best. Now,
Well,
there's only so much that he can do as the governor because he has to work in tandem with the mayor and the local
and our mayor's
municipalities.
doing such a great job too. So
And at that note, we are going to go to commercial.
don't you play with it. We praying for our mayor of this great city, Brandon Johnson. But it's a collective. And people are mad at the mayor when they could be mad at the governor because this is his state with those migrants, not just Chicago. The governor's letting them cross state lines. But that's,
But the city is the sanctuary city, so don't even say that. Chicago is a sanctuary
we got to look
city.
up, is Illinois a sanctuary state? Do we have sanctuary states?
When we get back, we will have the answer. In the meantime, tell your friends and your frenemies to tune in and tell a friend. This is Fresh at 1390.
You said what state?
Sanctuary state.
Takara Crunchy, what's up, Crunchy?
Stop calling my phone.
All the way from D.C.
Yes.
Crunch Master Flex.
According to the Illinois Trust Act enacted in 2017 that made Illinois a sanctuary state for undocumented.
Hello. But ain't nobody, it's been for a while, but ain't nobody talking about the governor.
The
governor.
Nobody gonna go to Peoria.
Tina said that's why people need to learn the roles of each politician. Yes, we do.
I have not seen any migrants going to Bloomington.
Peoria told me when I was down there, I was having lunch with some city councilmen, and I said, listen, do y'all have a problem? They said no. I said, well, I got something for you. I'm going to start paying to bus them down to Peoria for you.
Well, if it's
and they
if
said
it's
no.
State sanctuary, why are you not spreading the wealth?
Well, other suburbs are getting them.
Aurora, I don't hear about Aurora getting them.
Aurora been fighting hard, and they mayor, which I'm going to have on the show, my main man.
I love him.
Listen, my man sent me a handwritten card in the mail. He old school. I like him. Listen,
Mail.
he ain't playing with the migrant situation. He is saying
but
no.
But that's my point. My point is, okay, so it's Illinois.
Because Chicago, also Illinois as a state is a sanctuary state. So first, let's be mad at the governor for allowing the migrants to even cross into his state.
That's the full list of sanctuary states.
Because you got to come into the state before you get to the city. I can't get nobody to help me.
You're right. You got to
cross
over the
so
border
it's
to get
11.
to Chicago. Yeah.
It's 11 states
Out of how
50,
many states
49.
in the country?
49.
What happened to the
Georgia's gone.
Georgia.
Out of here.
Oh, I'm like, when did I miss that vote?
Georgia,
What's up, Stay Lane? What's up, Takara? Crunch Master Flex. Takara, what's going on with these migrants? What we gonna do?
That was just subconscious.
Oak Park is allowing them. They got migrants in Oak Park.
Where at?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I said cities.
That is a city.
That's like a suburb.
It's a city. It's a municipality. It ain't just.
Serious? Oak Park,
Thank you, Tina. I got some help up in here. She said, "Preach, action, Jackson."
Tina, you don't want.
Now y'all want to send an offer by Cash App $. Listen, let's talk about the governor. The governor. First, let's talk about the president who allowing them in the country. Then we talk about the governor who allowing them in the state. Then get on my man's Brandon Johnson. But first, let's go from the top to the bottom, not from the bottom to the top. Can I get some help up here?
To Brandon Johnson. What I am opposed to is it has nothing to do with him or Pritzker. What I'm opposed to is reallocating resources that were intended for our own citizens to make
the president. What happened to all that debt being wiped away for college students who
Why
were
we
in
talking
debt?
about college students right now? We talking about
But I'm saying he reallocating funds because the funds Johnson is getting comes from the federal level.
Joe Biden announced today or yesterday.
What do you know?
That people with $12,000 or less of student debts forgiveness.
Who?
Anybody with 12,000 or less.
And anybody
12 or less, they could pay their debt off.
No, that's not true. That's what you think. A lot of people, $12,000 gonna make their
That's
life
crazy
so.
for me. I can't pay
Hold on,
$12,000. That's crazy.
I'm in more debt than 12,000. A semester, not even 12,000.
Listen, let me tell you something. Student loans have no statute of limitations.
Yes.
You could have been gone for 40 years out of school. They can still attach it. But listen to this. He also said for the ones that are over 12,000, you can negotiate
be a part of
You can
your
negotiate
story.
it down.
I
But
don't
you didn't have
He
that
also
option.
said that we didn't need a border wall, and then he backtracked on that and said now we need a border wall.
You need a
My
border
grandma
brick
taught
wall.
me a lie ain't nothing for a blank to tell.
3344.
Glad you
Call
said
today
blank.
and make a wise choice to
Tina
secure
says stay
your
on
tomorrow.
task, AJ.
Secure
One
home
subject
and
at a
automation.
time.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you.
No, that
You know,
is.
went all the way
No,
around.
Tammy talked about reallocating funds, talking about the mayor. But the funds that he's
No, all I
reallocating
said
is
was
coming
we
from the
talk
federal
about we gonna go to
government.
commercial. That's
So,
all I said.
no, you just said, Brandon, you upset because he's reallocating funds.
I
to
never
the,
said
you,
that. What I
That's
said.
how I got on student loans.
First of all, we can go back.
Yes,
No,
what's
this
going
is
on?
what's going on.
No, it ain't.
I'm going off.
So back to the student loans.
We want to talk about.
$12,000 ain't nothing.
It is if it come off your debt.
Malcolm X College costs more than $12,000. What is he paying off college dropout debt?
It don't matter. It's
I know.
$12,000
What about
you
the
didn't have
people
to
who
pay.
are?
Well, I tell you what, you pay your $12,000.
Give me
We won't pay
$12,000.
ours.
What about
How about
all?
you give me
I don't have no
$12,000?
student
How
loan
about
debt.
Oh, right. You didn't go to
I
college.
did it.
What you talking
I
about?
did it the right way.
That college in your head.
I do it the right way.
I'm with you in the right.
Listen, these teachers that got
Come on, I ain't got no
$100,000.
college debt.
These teachers spend $100,000 in college debt and only making $40,000 a year. Make it make sense.
No, I'm with you when you're right. Even though you're off topic, I'm with you when you're right.
773-616-0906.
06. Justice made us the rawest video.
I love it. I saw it.
Where's the action?
I'm about to speak all through your segment.
What's going on is Tammy is a mad woman, man.
Mad woman.
Listen, what's going on? We're gonna keep it a little light. I don't know if you remember, there was a young lady we talked about. She went viral because she alleged that she had been beat up by a man outside of a club because she didn't want to give him his number, and he attacked her with bricks. So a social media sensation who went viral after she alleged being assaulted with a brick is now facing her own scandal. Dum, 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 dum. Accusations of scamming. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a prophet, but I remember in this story, I did not believe
You said that you did.
that a man had beat her with a brick because she didn't want to get
That
a
sure
number.
does take a whole new definition of brick house.
Brick, yeah. Well, Rhoda Osmond took to TikTok by storm, live reporting outside of a Houston club showing the right side of her face, which was enlarged because of swelling. She claimed that she was attacked by a man who struck her with a brick and sent the internet into an intense blanks ain't blank, men ain't nothing discourse on social media, berating the bystanders for not defending her. Naturally, a GoFundMe was set up to help Osmond cover medical expenses, raising over $40,000 from people who flocked to donate after seeing her additional TikTok updates from the hospital. Now, upon police investigation into the incident, however, Rhoda's story began to unravel. Listen, I went to class last night, Tammy. Law and Order SVU. I'm ready. Now, Houston police officers said when they responded to the report of an aggravated assault, they found Rhoda, who appeared, and I quote, intoxicated, hostile, and irate. According to Click 2 Houston's report, they said Rhoda told them a man threw a brick at her face because she refused to give him her phone number and then tried to traffic her by kidnapping her in an Uber. However, a friend who was present during the alleged attack said she didn't believe Rhoda was hit with a brick, but she said that she was in an argument with a man in a car ride on the way to another club when Rhoda yelled, and I quote, ouch, why did you hit me? End quote. Additionally, surveillance camera footage shows Rhoda being assaulted, not with a brick, but with a water bottle wielded by a man identified as Olin Douglas. So it's not just Karens that lie on men. Brothers, be very careful. Clearly, her story doesn't seem to be adding up. It's not the first time either, as the police discovered. Now, Click 2 Houston reported Rhoda, who is 33, has been charged with felony theft by deception. According to charging documents, Rhoda raised at least $40,000 through a fraudulent GoFundMe page she started in September that claimed she was the victim of a similar attack more than 3 years ago. During the investigation, Detectives said they received a call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osmond was conducting a scam because of a similar situation that happened in Minneapolis in 2020. She reportedly provided detectives with another GoFundMe account that was created for Rhoda in 2020 with the same narrative of a black man hitting her. Now, Sutton made TikToks about the incident and said some of Rhoda's friends and an ex-roommate also reached out to her to provide a statement. Now, the report says Rhoda is currently out on bail after being charged with felony assault and domestic violence over another incident. Now, the Harris County District Attorney Office is now asking to place a $50,000 bail on her new charge in connection to the alleged scam. Now, Rhoda was supposed to turn herself in to the authorities. And the update from this story is
Costa Rica.
They cannot find Rhoda.
Because Rhoda's in Costa Rica. First of all, here's the whole part. This is where it starts.
I wasn't done yet. Hold on.
Rhoda is the name of the Bad Seed. So that's the Bad Seed, the movie. The Bad Seed.
Lord. Well, this is the Bad Seed.
This is definitely the Bad Seed. Or a Lifetime Movie Network film, because clearly this sounds so convoluted. But you did say when it first came out, something ain't right. Then you referenced it. Of course, you talked about my boy, Jesse.
Yes, this was another juicy schmule. I don't know any brothers that get that mad because you didn't give them my number.
But if he was trying to traffic her, that would have been like.
But why hit her with a brick if you're trying to traffic her?
But here's where it got me. You kidnapping her in an Uber. Like you got a whole witness that says you're kidnapping her. That none of that made sense.
Yeah, it never made sense. And you know what? I'm glad that the court of moral opinion are finding these people guilty prior to them living these lies out even longer. And I'm glad that we're talking about it. So these young girls who are watching this, like the young girl on the side of the road that I knew was lying when she said she pulled over to help a baby. When Juicy said that he had been attacked,
I was definitely on her side.
I was like, it's not true. So you know what, Lord, keep using me. Because clearly I know how to spot the liars. But it's sad, 33 now, $40,000 is not a lot of money to escape the country with, Tammy.
No, you cannot go nowhere with $40,000 except Indiana.
I don't know. What the heck?
Maybe you can go to that town where there's only 2 people in there. And I don't know, but $40,000 not gonna get you some.
You know where she can go, because clearly they need some more people. She can go to Venezuela.
Because it's empty over there.
Because they all coming over here. But nevertheless, we're praying for our young people, and just stop lying. Tina said on Facebook, my great aunt said, if you lie, you will steal.
That's
now,
right.
You know what I always tell people? I cannot stand a liar. If you're a thief, and I know you're a thief, I got you. I'm going to make sure I watch my stuff around you. If you're a killer, I know you're a killer. I don't want to be around you. But a liar can be anything at any time on any day. And I just can't rock with them like that.
But see, liars, I'm not going to touch that. I just say, I concur.
God bless you.
But you know what? We got some great news.
Tina got me a new number.
What's the number?
Call 1-800-DIAL-THE-PROPHET if you need me to find out if somebody's lying. And it's only $9.99 a minute.
Oh my God.
I'm like Miss Cleo. She was taxing, which I just watched the Miss Cleo documentary. If you haven't watched it, it's an amazing story on HBO Max. Well, it's my segment. I can do what I want to do.
Well, go ahead.
I'm done. Go.
Okay. Well, we got some great news for you. And we also have a testimony. It is the premise and the passion of the Brunch Bunch to always level people up. We got a testimony for leveling up. Don't go nowhere. You definitely want to hear this testimony. It's Inspiration Thursday, Mandy.
And this is who I am.
I know. I'm saying this ain't going to be a long testimony.
It don't matter.
It do. We got a guest.
Where the guest?
I've been waiting outside.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Well, then she could start. No, it's 2 seconds.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. You might need to start sending me some of your articles so I can fact check and cross-reference them.
Which one?
So, regarding that story, a lot of what is said in this article has already been disproven and provided context.
Okay.
So, regarding...
But what makes it an authority?
Hello.
Hey! Welcome.
You pretty. How you doing?
They've been with us before.
Definitely.
Saying like I'm just saying, it's about not a long testimony. Don't rush my sister. Okay, back to your fact checking.
So,
because how do we know they facts?
Because the person who wrote is this from the
Root.
KPRC?
It's from the Root.
Well, a lot of the information was in the news article. People found the person who posted the news article and went back through their accounts and stuff like that. She had actually been stalking and harassing Bro before any of this stuff came out.
Who was stalking her?
The person who wrote the information that was provided in the article
was stalking Rhoda.
Was harassing her. People found her Twitter. She had been posting about that woman day in, day out.
Why?
As soon as the incident happened.
But did Rhoda lie though?
So
right.
So that's the thing. People are trying to frame it as nothing happened to her. The articles even says she was assaulted.
Is the call on the line, Jarrell?
The article even says she was assaulted. That was not a lie. There's hospital records.
Just let us.
She was assaulted.
So I saw one article that said she had like an allergic reaction, but that was months ago. So it wasn't. So did she get attacked by a brick or not?
By a brick. That's the part that people are hooked up on. So she probably did lie about what she was hit with, but she was assaulted.
So why she lie?
With my testimony.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, Axel Jackson and T Diddy. What's your name? T what?
T Breezy. Tanya,
T-Breezy.
you lie. You don't know speaking. So when I say this, don't cuss me out.
The devil is a liar.
Listen, it's like the testimony service at church. You can't testify and sing. You get straight to your testimony. I don't have to pull your coattail.
Look, I'm getting straight to the testimony. So.
Well, we've been bringing you in 10 seconds.
Okay, no problem.
No, cut this. Let's go. Okay, so Rhoda, Tammy, this story has other context, Justice said.
Out.
But she did lie about getting hit with a brick.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So it really don't matter what else is true.
She lied about
because when you lie about a brick, getting hit with the brick, it cancels out the truth.
Well, typically when you get hit with the brick, you can't talk.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390, and I'm proudly posted in the studio with my girl
Tamara Fair on the air. And as I've mentioned several times this week, we've had some testimonies, and that's what we live for. That's the whole premise of the show. We use our knowledge base to share with our listener base so that we can bring up a community one testimony at a time. So we're excited to have Miss Tanya Evans, who has a testimony using the tips the Brunch Bunch has installed in every one of you. So Tanya, welcome to the Brunch Bunch.
Welcome, Tanya.
Thank you for having me, you guys. Happy Friday. We made it.
Definitely, we made it. Tanya, you gave me some news today that made me say, you know what? This is what we do it for. And it gave us more encouragement to continue to do what we do. Would you like to share that with the listeners?
Absolutely. So to all the believers, let me say to you, all the nuggets and gems that the Brunch Bunch give, listen and do it. I promise you it works. Tamara had shared some information about a CD. She like, any extra money you have, put it in. Navy Federal had a 5-point something at the time. Huntington had another one. And I said, okay, I'm going to go for it. Put it in there. My brother-in-law and I were talking last week, and he was like, you can do Navy Federal credit card. I said, Tamara had me to do the CDs. I'm going to stop at that. He was like, I'm telling you, when you build that relationship, this is what happens. So I had added some more money to the CD, and I'm like, oh, that's nothing to them. Well, last night I was on the phone with my son, Josh, and he's like, what you smiling about, Mama? I said, Navy Federal been reaching out. He was like, call them. He said, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So long and short of we talking, I did it. I put the application in, and I promise you, in about 7 minutes, it said 24 to 48 hours, I received another email from them. And I bucked my eyes. He said, share the screen. So I started laughing. I'm like, nah, I think I want to keep this to myself. Shared the screen. We laughed. They gave me a $25,000 credit limit. And as I was sharing with Tamara,
Tanya, let me help you flip that 25 real quick.
and so as I'm just telling you guys, keep disseminating the information that you're giving. It's some people listening. Maybe they haven't called in to share their testimony, but I want the believers to know everything they put out, it's the TRUTH, okay? And that's truth. Thank you, guys. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Tamara shared with me. She's had about 6 or 7 people that she's made millionaires. I said, well, I'm going to be the 7th or 8th, just so you know. Because I'm going to follow that blueprint. And I'm on my way, you guys.
Yes.
I'm on my
You
way.
are definitely on your way. And why that's significant, Tanya, is because you had a compromised credit score. And now you have one that you can post proudly. So I'm so excited for you. Keep climbing. Keep doing what you're doing and keep believing in God. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you.
And thank you guys for having me. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the show, and you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday.
All right, Tanya, answer when I call after the show. You know, that's funny because sometimes you just want to share the goodness of God and you be like, Lord, if I tell them, these folks gonna call me.
That's right. That's right.
But shout out to Tanya and Tamara and the Brunch Bunch for Tanya not only working her faith, but activating her faith. Faith without works is dead.
Activation. That's right. Activation and affirmative action.
That's it.
And we got an affirmative action guest right here today.
Yes, and that's a friend of the Brunch Bunch, none other than the owner of Affirm Music Group, Miss Day Jones. Well, pull that mic up, Dave. Pull that mic up. Pull that mic up.
Oh, I'm far from it. Let me slide up.
Yes, listen, we so happy to have you, Justice. Oh, thank you. One of the gentlemen in here helping with the mic. We got gentlemen around here.
Right. Exactly. Now, Sade, I know that your nickname is Day, but you are doing everything day and night.
Day and night.
Day and night. You're doing music. You're doing leveling up. Just talk about now. We've had you on the show before, and you're doing some amazing things. Thank you so much for being in the space that you're in, and thank you for sharing with our believing audience.
Thank you, guys. Actually, I just want to tap on what you guys said, like faith without work. It just doesn't work. And you need some affirmative action. And that's where like the name of my business came from, affirmative. Like we just want to be firm on everything, our actions, our intentions, and everything that we deliver to the world. I'm a firm believer that you can be whatever you want to be in the world. And that's what I'm working towards, helping other people believe that and helping these dreams come true. So I'm still kind of like trying to sort all of these great things that I have. Like a lot of times I wake up in the morning and I ask God, I'm like, stop giving them to me because I haven't finished all those things yet.
He didn't give it to you because he didn't think you could handle it. Just do it.
and that's what I'm trying to do because I know that this is a beautiful gift, and so I'm just trying to find a way to kind of like sort all of those things. So this year I'm working on building a space. It's going to be called the Creation Station, and in the Creation Station, I'll be able to kind of like hone all of these things that I do, from my music towards or either helping small businesses and entrepreneurs. I even want to bring kids into this loop because I want them to be able to, anything that they put their mind to, I want them to be able to do it.
Start early.
I want a chemistry lab. I want a 3D machine. I want us to be able to just create. I know I was born and raised in Cabrini, and I had these really big ideas, but I had no place to put them. So they were just bottled up, and I think that's so damaging. You know, if you have all these ideas and you don't have a place to put them and put them to work. So I want to be that. So at Affirmative, we'll do things from helping entrepreneurs start their businesses from A to Z. We'll help music artists because music artists don't know that they're a business. Everybody kind of like walk around and just kind of play with it a little bit, but it's actually a business, and that's why a lot of them kind of lose because the labels
so busy
are
being a creative, not being a business
not
person.
being a business. The record labels are operating as businesses, and then so these labels are signing these artists are signing these contracts, and they don't know the business part, and they're like, oh, F my label and da-da-da-da-da, but like it's a business.
Then they out business you.
Oh, yes, they do.
That's right.
So I want to help artists with that. Even a lot of artists, you know, I'm an artist myself. That's something that I'm very passionate about music. And I had to kind of like learn from my mistakes. Even when I got my deal, nobody taught me certain things. And I had to learn because I didn't really know the business.
Do you
And
mind sharing some of your experience with when you got your deal and how it kind of fizzled?
yeah, so I actually, I won my deal. I won my deal out rapping 700 other rappers.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Clap it up.
Yeah, so I saw I actually was going to the BT Awards to sell one of my products. Because I'm like, you know what? This product has to get enhanced. I need an influencer. And everybody kept ignoring my DMs and all of this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to these people. So I was looking for tickets to go to the BET Awards. That year they had opened up purchases to the to everyone. So I was able to purchase tickets, and then I saw you can also purchase red carpet tickets. So I purchased a ticket on the red
Oh,
carpet.
wow.
I'm like, look, everybody on this carpet is gonna get a hat. Everybody's gonna get one. So I'm on there trying to promote that. Then I see at the bottom of the page, we're looking for BET's next rap star, and I was just like, oh, I could do this both. All right. So I entered, and I actually was so skeptical about doing it. Like, I'm just like, you know what? I have a successful business. I'm making 6 figures in my business. Do I want to stand in this line and rap against people? And I'm just like, but you know what? What do you have to lose? Let's go do it. So I went ahead. I rapped against these 700 other artists, and I ended up winning a contest. I won a contest. In that contest, I ended up winning a deal with Island Records, as well as a YouTube series with BET, which was pretty cool. And we started right there. I didn't even leave LA. We started filming. I had to send back home like, hey, I'm not gonna be back. Somebody watch my daughter.
Right.
I'll holler at y'all in 3 weeks.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it happened all fast, and but it wasn't a bad situation. Some people, so the way the contest was set up, you had to sign a contract before you even got to the last level.
Wow.
So many artists weren't signing it there because they're in LA. Their parents are home. They don't have lawyers in front of them. They're calling their moms like, "Mom, can you look over the papers? I'm sending it." And all of them were like, "No, turn that down, turn that down." And I honestly, my thing was I had my own money. I just needed a platform and I needed doors to be open. So I'm like, this is actually perfect for me. Let's make this work. So I'm in this situation. Actually, I felt like the business portion, that was a good decision for me because I didn't really need money. They didn't give me an advance. Well, they gave me $2,500 advance. Okay. That didn't cover rent, but all right. But I wasn't mad about that because they didn't have to give me that. I didn't want to come in entitled like they owe me something because these labels don't owe you anything. It's a partnership. So that happened, and then right after I recorded my EP, it was one EP deal with the option to renew for an album deal. Now the album is where the money came in. If I got the album, it would have been over $250,000 deal, which was good for me. COVID hit after I recorded my EP. COVID hit and they started chopping from the bottom, chop, and I was at the bottom, absolutely.
Wow.
So, but because I'm on a label with Demi Lovato, with Jesse Reyes, Shawn Mendes, with all these big pop stars. So I'm really at the bottom, chop. And I wasn't mad at that as an entrepreneur because I understood people had to cut people. We didn't know what was happening. Money wasn't being generated. This was scary for everybody.
So you pivoted, you shifted. You said, you know what? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businesswoman. I like the music industry. I'm going to keep doing it, keep working. But then you have another business that you build up to help sustain the work that you want to do.
Absolutely. So without this business, which is the tax business, I wouldn't be able to do any of these businesses. So you know how you have your job that funds your dreams? Taxes is kind of that. And I'm not going to, act like it's like my big dream to have a tax company, but it does work for me. It does fund all my dreams. It funds music, and it funds if I'm signing artists to my label and I'm able to give them a budget. That's what this, helps me do. So that right there is the tax business. What this thing says here. Can y'all see that?
I do taxes.
Walking billboard, okay?
Yeah.
I want to learn something. Look, sometimes you don't even have to say it. Just there, and they'll walk up to you like, "Oh, you do taxes? Oh yeah, come here."
and you do taxes really well, I understand.
Yeah. So I've been in the industry for a little over 10 years. Right now I have 5 other companies that I helped build, and they're thriving right now.
Awesome.
They've all graduated from my program. So yeah, we are now starting a new partnership. We are going to be at the Dream Center this year. Let's clap that
Ooh,
up.
West Side,
All
West
right.
Side, West Side, West Side.
Because we don't have anybody really that's on the west side. A lot of my team, they're all independent contractors, but they kind of work from more so the south side, and a few of us are on the north side. So it's kind of cool to now have a presence on the west side at the Dream Center.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You
So
are
it's
busy.
very, very. It's tax season. Let's talk about for the people that are preparing to file taxes. Go.
Yeah. So right now it's kind of crazy because they are still passing laws as we speak, and the IRS is already supposed to be open. They were planning to open on the 17th, and they pushed it all the way back to the 29th. So now people are still waiting to file their taxes, and we're still waiting for them to decide if they're going to raise the child tax credit, which is so important to lower income families. It's intent to kind of alleviate poverty. They've noticed a lot of families are not eating. A lot of children are not eating. So they are trying
And
to
not eating properly.
not eating properly.
Exactly.
So they're trying to change that right now. But what I'm hearing is that change is only going to be about a $200 change.
Wow.
So I'm kind of disappointed because that doesn't help people, and that doesn't help people who don't have income. That's only for people who have income of $2,500 and more. So if you don't have income, this help that they're giving towards poverty doesn't help you or that family.
Okay.
So
Which is like an oxymoron, right?
Right, because if you're not helping the people that you're targeted to help, who are you helping?
yeah. So I'm kind of upset about that. And then there's some business changes that are still being proposed that so it's like the Republicans and the Democrats are going back and forth. The Republicans, they want more business cuts. Hey, bring that depreciation 6,000 pound vehicle credit back. We need that. And then, the Democrats are over here like, we need that COVID level child tax credit. We need that 3,600. And we're with the Democrats. Look, I'm sorry. We need that 30. My people, need that $3,600.
Yes.
So yeah,
It
and
helps so many people.
Absolutely. So we're gonna have the location over at the Dream Center this year. So anybody who needs tax services, you can always contact us there. We are setting up a location at Sherman Dodge Chrysler and Jeep, which is on the north side in Skokie. So you can take your advance right there and purchase a car. So that's a cool thing. I know everybody buy a new car every tax season. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, every tax season, as Otis call them, we get these dummy plates because then the people getting them can't drive. But you said something about advances. Let's talk about that, because when is the first day to file taxes? And if they want an advance, they can get that now?
So if they want an advance, they can get an advance right now, an advance up to $6,000. So if your refund is $5,000 and you got $6,000, you cool. You're not really waiting on the IRS, because the thing is they're gonna open on the 29th, but they don't start processing returns that have the earned income credit until the first week of March.
Oh,
so
wow.
You're still sitting the whole February without funds. And our people need funds. Last year was tough. Last year was super tough. So those advances are available. They're not based on your refund. So there's no credit requirements or anything like that. They're based off of your refund.
And so how do they get in touch with you, Sade?
So there's two ways. So if you guys want to go to the Westside Dream Center, you can call us at 773-757-5220. That's if you want to go to the West Side. But if you're indecisive, you can call us at 872-529-5382.
Say that number one more time.
That is 872-529-5382.
Tina Hammond said the baby daddies are listening. Don't let your baby daddy flip your tax refund. Tanya, but don't take that advice. I'm going to call you. We're going to flip that.
We're not her baby daddy. When you mention that, I'm over here like, let me email her my tax flip list, because I definitely got a tax flip list. We are not giving our refunds to our baby daddies. We are going to flip. We are going to invest, and I can show you how. I'm sure the Dream Center can show you how, because, we manifest dreams around here.
That's it. Listen, connect with Day Jones, Sade Jones. 10 years in the game. You want a reliable, trustworthy, legal tax preparer that's going to get you your taxes done right and not get you locked up.
And not going to disappear. We are here for you, and we protect your identity, your children's identity, with our hearts, our soul. I do not let people play with me, my clients, none of that.
That is awesome. Thank you for being in the space that you're in. You're doing an amazing job. You guys call that number 872-529-5382. Again, the number is 872-529-5382. Well, y'all, it's come that time again.
Always just move so fast.
I know, but Friday is great when it moves, isn't it? Because we get the weekend, baby, and it's about time to start it, y'all. We always want to encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know, a perfect stranger, that you love them. Show someone that you do know how much you love them. Lead with love. Land on love.
I love you, Tamara Fair.
I love you, Action Jackson.
We love you,
baby.
believers. Baby Evidell. Tammy,
We're
are you
bumbling
drunk? Listen, we believers, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Don't go on Governor Pritzker block because they taking cars. But listen, have a good time this weekend. We love you. Up next is AC Green. After that, Pastor DeAndre Patterson with the afternoon drive. We get it done all night long right here on Inspiration 1390.
Thank you.
What the heck?
I had asked him to give me this so I can read it. Then he said, "Oh, it's right here."
Hey, look, he was like, blah, 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 blah.
Can we record that?
Moving fast. Jarrell even said, what is happening?
I know. What's happening?
Can we record what she was going to say, though?
Yes.
Thank you.
Iris, Monique Knight, you have a great
Just do
weekend.
Monday.
Stay in your lane. DJ B-Lo,
I want to
Tina,
do it all up until the
Zoe.
first.
I'm going to make sure
Look,
it's
if y'all
sent
just
to
tuning
me.
in, we just dropped some gems about the CTC when IRS opens, about
You
the
should
card
try to send it to me.
depreciation credit.
Yep.
All of
Oh,
those
sorry,
things,
y'all. See
you
you.
guys can go to the Brunch Facebook page.
Tammy's so funny, hood.
I know, right? I forgot to go live, y'all. I'm sorry.
Here's the
Darn
pen.
it.
Thank you, staying in your lane.
Oh, I got it.
You got it.